Hello, guys. Good morning, and welcome once more to our Love Across Borders channel. Today is our weekly program called A Matter from the Heart or A Letter from the Heart. Here we discuss things that people go through every day, right? Those things that they dare not speak about, right? We bring that to the table and we dissect it with the goal to help them gain a little bit of clarity why we ourselves learn from the story, right? So welcome once more. So if you're new to this channel, you know what to do. Subscribe if you're watching on YouTube, and if you're watching on Facebook or on Rumble, because yes, today we are also going live on Rumble. So if you're new to this channel, please do us a favor by following or by subscribing, and also give us a thumbs up, okay? And drop a comment so that we can see you, right? So that we know that you're here and so that we can properly welcome you. Once more, welcome. Today, we are talking about money, right? I know about 2 weeks ago we had kind of similar issue. And I know I've said this here before. Money is one of the leading cause of divorce in the United States. And today there is a couple on the verge of getting a divorce because of money. Are we going to be able to help them? Are we going to be able to stop this? This is why we're here today. So before I share the story with you, I am going to welcome my co-host and my co-coaches in the studio because, yes, I don't do this alone. I have a whole team. We all come to the table and we discuss these things that people oftentimes don't dare won't talk about. Okay? So you yourself take a seat, get yourself comfortable, and join the discussion. Okay? Welcome once more. So I have some people in the studio already. I'm going to welcome them. Hello, Miss Alex. Welcome.
Yes, ma'am. I'm here.
Welcome, guys. Welcome, CB.
Hi, Coach
Sunday.
Michelle.
Hi, Coach.
Happy Sunday, family.
Happy Sunday.
How
It's a
was your
sunny
week?
Sunday over here.
You say sunny Sunday?
Yeah.
Yes, or
Here
it
too.
was because it's evening already.
Yeah. It's very sunny here in Texas as well. It's a beautiful day. I'm telling you, it's perfect outside. Like I was coming back from church, I was like, I can't wait to finish that life so that I can just go and sit outside. It's beautiful.
Mhm.
It's absolutely beautiful out there.
Yeah.
So, so how was your week?
We got a perfect week. The week was good. Thank God.
All right.
All
Thank you.
happened. That we
Thank,
are here again today to
thank you,
talk
Jesus.
about.
Right. I mean, it's all by grace, right? Like if you can type on your phone and ask how many people have died today, so
Hmm?
many. So
So
we're not
many.
here. We're not here because we're deserving, but we're here
Mm-mm.
because of the grace
By
of God.
grace.
It's all grace. So yeah, guys, welcome, welcome. Please give us a thumbs up. Oh, we have a lot of comments already. We have CB. She's active in the studio and in the comment section. Mercy Kendra is here. Hi, Mercy. Comfort is here. Juliet is here. Guys, welcome, welcome. Give us a heart. Keep hearting us, please. Send a heart. Tell YouTube, tell Facebook that we are doing something good here. We're building the community, right? We are building the community. So Luke also is here. I'm gonna welcome him in the studio. Oh, Miss Elise is here. Luke is not here yet. So maybe it's busy in the background sharing. So Luke, you can come in whenever you're ready. Hold on. Someone else is here. All right, guys. Luke is here. Okay. My team is here. Hi, Miss Elise.
Hello, everyone. Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday to you. Hello, Luke. Luke, are you here?
Hello, ma. Good evening, ma.
Good evening. Welcome in the studio.
Thank you, ma.
So, uh, yeah, happy Sunday, Mercy. Eduardo Ozares. I think Eduardo is new to this channel. Hi, Eduardo. Welcome here. Eduardo is asking, where are you from? I live in the Austin, Texas area, but I am originally from Cameroon. So this is a very diverse program. We talk about the things that happen between the couple happening in the United States and around the world. We have had stories from people living in Europe. We have had stories from people living in Africa. And today, the story of today is from a couple living here in the United States. And it's about money. Here are two people about to get a divorce because of money. And I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to dive into the story. So welcome again to our channel. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, please go ahead and do it. So hold on. I'm gonna share the hold on. How do I do this? Okay. All right, guys. So here is the story on the screen. I am gonna try to read it for you, but you can read it for yourself. She says, after 10 years of marriage, a woman discovers that her husband has a severe gambling addiction and has accumulated massive debts, secretly taking money from their joint account. He had previously blamed financial struggle on business getting slow at work, but she became suspicious when she had to cover more expenses than usual, right? They started running out of money. The truth unraveled when she opened a tax letter revealing the extent of his financial troubles. She confronted him, and he admitted to gambling and even putting their home as a collateral. Instead of taking responsibility, he deflected by accusing her of invading his privacy. Now, she is determined to fight for divorce, and she is seeking for some guidance. So I tried to kind of summarize the issue here the best that I could, but she provided a little bit more details. So she found herself in a situation where she started like struggling for money, covering a little bit more than she normally does. And she started asking questions, what's going on? And the husband said that it was because things were getting slow at work. The husband is into marketing and sales. He said that he wasn't getting the bonuses that he normally gets, and that was the reason why they were short of money. So she was still like kind of unease. She was wondering what's happening. So one of these days, she opened a mail just to notice that they were in deep trouble. The man, gambling is an addiction. So he has borrowed a lot of money to feed this addiction. And even to the point where he is about to put his house as collateral. And she's like, I'm not asking you to tell me what to do because I am filing for a divorce. These were her two questions. She said, can I start filing my taxes separate from him? I've been married for 10 years, and during these 10 years, we were filing our taxes together. But can I split myself from him? Like it's time to file for taxes. Like if you live in America, you know that it's tax season. She's like, can I just do my tax alone this time? And also, how do I save the house? It's our house. We worked really hard for it. He hasn't put the house yet as a collateral, but he is about to because he is in deep trouble. He owes a lot of money and he's about to do that. But she's like, how do I save my house? I am divorced. I'm not asking you what I should do. I know I'm going to divorce him. But how do I file my taxes alone and how do I save my house? Those were her two questions. All right, guys. Welcome once more. I'm going to remove the story from the screen. And if anyone has a question.
I have a quick question before
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
The house, is it on their both names or on
Yes.
his name alone?
both their names.
Okay, he cannot put it on collateral without her permission. Okay, we can go ahead.
Yes, but he owes a lot of money though.
That's
And
his
then
problem, but we can go ahead. That's his
okay,
problem. That's the
any,
part that I wanted to hear. We will solve
okay,
his problem tonight.
okay. Anyone else has a question? Now, my first question gonna go to you, Miss CB. Should the fact that this guy hide his financial troubles from his wife, should this be a deal breaker?
Absolutely, yes. A big one at that. First of all, you're addicted to gambling, and then you are in so much debt and you're hiding it from your wife. There's no redemption here.
There's no
Can you hear me?
redemption. So you're agreeing that there's nothing they can do to salvage to save this marriage because the fact that he hide that part of his life, that addiction, should normally be a deal breaker. Like she's right. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, yeah, this is the kind of man that, for example, he can even sell something that belongs to her just to continue gambling because the addiction is very, very, very strong. Gambling addicts literally need help, like they need serious help before they can actually stop gambling. It's hard for them. They can even take loans. They can do anything
Oh,
just to
he
continue
has.
gambling.
He has taken a
That's
lot
what
of
I'm
loans. That's why it's about it, and he cannot repay the whole thing. That's why he's about to use the house.
Yes, and if she stays with this kind of man, he's going to put her into more debt. I don't know if they have children because this would be a very big issue. He can gamble with things meant for school, like maybe school fees, textbook. I don't know how it's done over there, but over here we pay for things like that. So he will just gamble away with everything. He will gamble everything. And from the look of things, this kind of person is not even hardworking. He has no dreams, no aspiration. He's just there. He's existing. Like he's just existing. He's this is what I call overgrown baby with beards. That's if he has any. Because he's not a man. A man is supposed to provide and protect, but he's not doing any of these things. So if I were her, please, there's no solution for this. Let him go and let him get his, I don't want to use that word. Let him get himself together. Let him go for therapy. He needs help. He just needs to break away from this gambling addiction. Get his life together, but I'm not doing that with him. Because if reverse was the case, he will take a walk.
Okay. Miss Alice, let's hear from you. Should this problem be a deal breaker for this marriage?
Uh, Thank you, Coach Michelle, to give me permission to speak.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, hmm, this is a very tough situation right now because, as I can see, this guy right here, the husband does not have a life because those kind of people, they can even put their own life. They can even put their own life to, anyway, what I'm going to say, I'm going to just be short.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to just be short. There's no life in that relationship. So that means if you keep doing that, the wife will be keep working and paying debt for both of them. Or maybe she started losing, they're gonna even lose everything. She can even lose her own life. I'm gonna try to sit my husband down and we have a conversation. We're gonna maybe try to, if he agree for some counseling and whatever, so that we can start from where we left and try to fix what is already mess. But if he refuse to do so, how am I going to live my life with somebody that is about to put my house in I don't know what it is. In gambling, you say gambling, right? Like,
Yeah, yeah, he wants to put the house as collateral. Like
mhm.
if he doesn't repay the debt, then they can seize the house.
Where does the debt came from?
From gambling,
Oh, from gambling. So he empty all the bank account just to go gambling with
go
it.
gamble and even borrowed some money to do it. Now he needs to like put the house as a collateral, just that, just to say that if he does not repay the money, then they can seize the house.
But the thing is, he borrowed the money on his own name. He's already emptied the bank account that was for both of them, wife and husband. That one already cannot be solved anymore because the bank account was for both of them. That one
Oh,
cannot be solved anymore. But the debt that he took from his own, he got there and have his signature by his own. The wife signature is not there. That one is already his
thank you,
business to
Eduardo.
solve.
Thank you.
And
Yeah.
then the wife is seeing that the husband is keep being agitated to that gambling thing, I think the best way, if he doesn't accept the counseling and trying to stop all that, and then I will accept the fact that okay, this one you already emptied the bank account, and there's nothing I can do. We was already together in the bank account. Now it's both of us fault. You understand?
Mhm.
So she cost the husband too much, and they have a bank account together. Wherever you're gonna go, you're not gonna win this case. But when it come now for the how they want to put to sell or them in gambling. Now I don't know if he gonna be able to do that. If he can be able to do that, it may be they already pay if the house does not own no more money. If they already pay everything to the mortgage company and then the house is under both of them name. But if this house is still on the mortgage that they're supposed to be paying, he's not gonna be able to put that right.
Oh, I mean, what do you mean it's not going to be able to put the house as it's his house? His name is on it, so yes, it can.
Well, if the work cannot stop it because she's not gonna all her life, because now she's gonna be working for gambling for her husband to gambling.
Thank you
I
for being
think,
here, Clarice. By the
think
way,
the
thank you
best
so much.
from you say what?
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I think the best thing for the woman is the husband cannot stop it, is just to fire for the divorce because I don't see any more like because in a relationship you have to work together and make things done. But if somebody had to work for somebody that is using the money just to go play some kind of thing that you don't know. But if you're using the money for something that benefits both of us, it's okay. I can work for it because I know it's going to benefit. Whatever you're using the money for is benefiting both of us. It's okay. But if you have to go do all those gambling stuff with the money, be addicted to it, and then that means all my life I'm going to be working for you to gambling. I don't think I'm going to be there anymore.
But I like that I mean, I see that in your approach, you are showing a little bit of mercy. You say he is willing to go for counseling. If
Yeah.
he's willing to change, or maybe we can work something out. That's what you're saying.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you so much for answering this question and for giving this new perspective. But let's hear from Miss Elise. Miss Elise, is should this be a deal breaker?
Well, it's a deal breaker, but the woman should understand that she, number one, she has been an absent wife.
Mm.
Because when you're a wife, you know what your husband is doing. You cannot tell me that that man was gambling, she was not aware. If she was not aware, means she was not fully in her marriage. Because women, you know us, we are FBIs, we know. Even when sometimes we pretend to cover eyes on some things, but we know something is happening. And
Mm.
if you're a married woman, you don't control the finances of your home, you're a stranger in your own home. So she should recognize that number one, she failed herself in her own marriage because she failed to monitor finances. Because a man can make some decisions that are selfish, but as a woman, you have to bring him back and say, baby, let's do this way for the betterment of the family. But she failed her own family and she failed her own self. Now that she has realized that, oh, she's in a big shock because if she was vigilant and present in her marriage, she would have discovered the gambling within 2 weeks, within 1 month. But she did not because she's an absent wife. It's not everything a man tells you that you believe. You have to ask for proof. The Bible, I mean, how will I say it? They say trust but verify, you know. And the Bible asks us to be vigilant. Vigilant means you have to be awake. You should not be sleeping. It's not just about the things of God, even in the things of your marriage. Your husband, where is he going to? What website is he following? Your husband can be on the computer. When he leaves, you come and check what he was doing before. It's called caring, because when you care, you protect what belongs to you. Your husband belongs to you. The finances belong to you. People will say, "Oh, you check too much. You protect too much." Yes, it's for my own good. It's for our future. Women that don't check come later, 10 years later, to come and cry like that woman. I was not checking. A man does whatever he wants. A man goes out wherever he wants. And hey, it don't be. It don't happen. Now you're crying. 10 years of your life are about to be wasted, and you don't know the trauma that it will cause in your life just because you were a foolish woman, thinking that no, men need some space. Some men, you have to allow them to do. I'm not allowing you. I don't advise anybody to allow anything. Control the controllable. The only thing you cannot control the one that is in the spirit, that the Holy Spirit will do. But anything you can lay your hands on, you have to do it. So now we are in a position where she has to ask, number one, she has to file for herself. She has to file separate. She has to file separate, because normally when you are filing for taxes, you know how much the man is making. The story he's telling you does not match his W-2. You will know. So I don't know how some women are so foolish and so ignorant, and so I don't know what word to disqualify them. They're just absent. Period. So now the man is a gambler. Gamblers don't change from history. One out of 1 million change. So she has to file her taxes alone, divorce him so that she will not inherit the debt. Because if she continue with him, she will inherit the debt. They will take their house finally, whether she likes it or not. So she has to divorce as quickly as possible in order for him alone to inherit his debt. And now, why being separated? Why being divorced? The man now, she will now see him go for therapy, see him change from a distance, and then she will now see if he's really a changed person. And if he changes really, 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 she sees it, he proves it, and then they can remarry. But for now, I think a separation is very, very imminent and inevitable to protect the little assets they have left. That's my advice.
Thank you so much, Miss Elise. Guys, you know Miss Elise, she is tough love. And this kind of gonna take me, what you mentioned now gonna take me to my next question. What are the red flags? Because we come here not just to like point fingers or blame, but we also come here to hopefully uh find some solutions so that we ourselves can better navigate our own life. What are the red flags that maybe she would have overlooked? And I'm gonna take this to Luke. First of all, Luke, you're gonna tell us briefly if this should be a deal breaker, if the wife should divorce. But what are the red flags that someone should keep their eyes on as they get involved in a marriage situation so that this don't happen to them? Luke, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to talk from experience. Uh,
Okay.
I was I was a gambler before.
Okay.
Very strong one. Very strong one. You know, I love soccer. I love watching football. So
Mm.
when I was in school, I used my school fees to play bet. It was God that helped me. I got the school fees back, but I didn't win the bet. You know, this gambling is a spirit. It's a very bad spirit. At first, you'll be winning, 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 winning. Uh, and when they want to get you, they'll get you down, everything. It was God that saved me actually, and I thank God for that. I don't pray for anybody to be a gambler. Some people are lucky, some people are lucky in it, but I don't want people to be addicted to gambling. It's not a very sure way to wealth, to riches. It's not good.
Mm.
Uh, I'll go with what Miss Elise said first of all. She has been with her husband for 10 years and she didn't see this. That's that's on her side. That's a mistake on her side, first of all. You can be with her husband for years. Gambling, a gambler, when you are winning, you are getting that hopes to play more, to play more. And when you are losing, you are still getting that feed that you will still win. So you have to, the woman didn't see her husband. His behavior changed somehow when he was losing. She could have seen him, and when he was taking money from their account, she could have noticed it. I don't know why she didn't say anything then. So this gambling is it's a dangerous red flag to me, and I don't like it. I don't like if my girlfriend or my spouse is a gambler. That's a big red flag to me. And the second question, what do you say it was again?
My second question was that, so you're saying, but you're saying that they should seek for help. It's not necessarily a deal breaker, this situation.
Yes,
Okay.
the woman from your story, the woman is trying to say that the man wants to sell the house, wants to take the house as collateral, and the house is for both of them. Their names are on it. So to me, the woman has to seek for financial help, somebody who really know how to go with this stuff, how she can remove uh, her husband's hand from the house because
Mm.
she can't do it herself. To me, counseling might still help, but the woman has to seek for financial help. Somebody has to talk to her on what to do at this stage. If she wants to divorce, that's her choice. She can divorce. But first of all, she has to get her house. Even though it's both of you, yeah, she has to find somebody, a financial help, a financial consultant that can help her to get the house.
Hi, Mr. Beno. So my second question was like, because we're trying to be proactive, what are the signs? Miss Elise said that she probably was absent. She probably did not, she probably overlooked over the little thing that she should have paid attention on. So what are the red flags that we should keep in mind, that we should like be vigilant, you know, about when we get into a marriage situation so that we don't get surprised like this? What are the little red flags? Because I'm pretty sure there was a lot. Can you maybe give us like two or three red flags to kind of like look for to prevent this kind of financial disaster?
Now, first of all, to me, I know some people will not agree with that. Will not agree with what I want to say. But first of all, if your man is secretive about his financial status, what he earns, to me, that's a red flag to the woman. In my own opinion, from what I've learned, even my father is never secretive of his financial status to my mother. My father said all the children in his house, they have how would I call it now? His ATM pin, his bank code. Even my mother has it. So he doesn't hide anything from my mother, from my mother, what I can tell. So if as a man, to me, if as a man, if your wife don't know what you are earning as a man every month, she doesn't know what you are earning, that's a deal breaker for me. That's number one. And secondly, if you can't notice the behavior change in your man, maybe you got when you were dating, your man doesn't gamble. Maybe he gambles but you don't know. And when you got married after 2 years, you're supposed to notice kind of change in his life. The money he spends, what he spends it on. You have to know. You have to look at those things from your man and come at the conclusion that what is he doing. You sit down with him, talk with him. What I need money for? What are you
Hmm.
buying? What are you using money for? That's to me. And again, if your husband comes late at night, if he comes late every night, to me, I don't I don't like that to me. So that's what I can say for my question, man.
Thank you so much, Luke. So Luke said, first of all, if your man hides his money, his earnings from you, that's something to be concerned about. And he's going out and coming in. That also, because most gamblers sometimes like maybe they will stay out late to do it, you know. But let me go straight to you, CB. What are two red flags that anyone should like pay attention to prevent this kind of financial situations?
Yeah, when Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, one of it is when the man lacks financial discipline, when he doesn't know what to prioritize. People
Mm.
who don't know how to spend their money, they don't know what comes first. When they get the money, the first thing that comes to their head is, oh, how am I going to spend this money? Like, I'm not saying we cannot enjoy ourselves, but there are some very, very important things. So when a man or a woman lacks financial discipline, that's a big red flag. And again, when the person is addicted to betting, so that's the same thing as gambling, right? Yes.
Yes,
When the
yes.
person, yes, and because that betting has a spirit, you know, when you bet and you win, you'll be like, okay, I want to bet everything. It comes
The more I
along with
bet, the
speed.
more likely I am to win,
Yes,
right?
yes, exactly. Then they start getting greedy, and they're like,
Mm.
okay, let me just try again and try again. At the end of the day, sometimes they end up even betting everything they won. And
Mm.
after, and just with the way these things work, when they bet like that with a very huge amount, they end up losing it all. I've seen someone that literally borrowed money just to bet. It is that bad. They borrow money just to bet. They're like, don't worry, I'll get it back. You get what back? I don't know. I was speaking with my cousin the other day. I said, I don't like to see, sorry, oh, no offense, Bet Ninja. I don't like to see all those slips, all those long, long, whatever. I don't like to see those things. But I see it, I don't care who you think you are. That's a red flag. I will not even speak to you, let alone dating you. It will not happen. The way I will run, I'll make sure I place my slippers on my head and run away because I don't like debt. Yes, I don't like debt. I don't like stress. Because when you start having gambling debts like this, you're already stressing. You cannot concentrate. If you have a job to do, you cannot concentrate. You're constantly thinking, oh, how do I get out of this? How do I pay this? How do I do this? So the red flags are when someone lacks financial discipline, because if you have financial discipline, you would know that betting should be the least thing on your mind. That's just my number one sign to look out for.
Okay. Okay. Um, Miss Alice, is there any red flag that anyone should look for? We had so far, if they're hiding their finances, if they mention like betting, you should run away. And also they're going out and coming in, also keep an eye on that. Those are the things that we need to be looking. But there was a comment earlier from AJ, and he said something that Elise said earlier. He said that this woman has been careless. And he said that because she has been careless, she should be ready to unravel even more. Like there's probably more secrets. Maybe they are even in deeper trouble than what she thinks because she has been careless. That's a possibility. Now we are talking about the thing that we should keep our eye on. I don't know, Miss who haven't spoken yet. Miss Elise, what are the red flags that women or men should look for?
Number one, a man that is hiding his phone. If you are with a man that cannot give you his phone, maybe give me your phone. What do you want to do with my phone? My phone is my privacy. My friend, if a man can share your body, what is his phone? That's already like you are not married though. You are cruising because that's not marriage. He's hiding his phone. He's hiding his emails. Like, you know that kind of men that have their personal computer. That's the gambling computer. Business that will destroy your future computer. That's the enemy of your household, that private computer. Ah, baby, it's I have my password, my personal, my friend. As long as it's not your work computer, the work gives you, I have access to that computer, whether you like it or not. So a man that is hiding his computer, hiding his phone, when somebody call him, he will look at you and stop the phone and find an excuse to go out. Or maybe I'm going for a walk. Maybe I'm meeting my friend. He after that call, he's finding a way to go out. Just now he's an arm robber. He's an arm robber, genuine professional arm robber. Another one, let's do separate accounts, all these finances thing. My sister, if you're doing life with a man, if he does not agree to join account, don't marry him. That joint account, you're every night before you sleep, you go and check how much is there. 1,111.0.5. Tomorrow morning you wake up, you check it. Don't sleep. People that go into marriage and are sleeping, you sleep, oh, your life will be slippery. Oh. By the time you wake up, rapture have taken place, you have missed heaven. That's what happened to this woman. Now she has missed heaven. Now she has to deal with an antichrist. She has missed heaven. When they say be vigilant, they say no, no, no. Marriage is not about following somebody as a child. My sister, if you don't follow these men, their children, no. You don't know your husband is your first child. You don't know. You will bite your finger. And this trouble this man has putting her into, he will follow her for the rest of her life. And she will think that divorcing is one thing, finding solution after divorce another thing. Because now once he divorced him, he has to pay child support. And this useless man, he doesn't even have time to keep money for child support. He will eat all the money and gamble all the money. So now she has a bigger responsibility. So a man that is hiding his phone, a man that lies, you catch him lying once, my sister, check that marriage, oh. Ask yourself, what else don't I know? What else is reading under the sun? What else is the man not there? If you are very smart, take the text if I put behind him so that they will monitor him and see whether this man is really real or if he has 3 lives or 4 lives. Because some people have double lives. That one is thank God. So this one may have like 5 lives. So a man that lies, a man that tells you one thing and does another thing. They say a man is his word. Baby, I will do this. He stand for it. I promise my wife, I must execute. Because women, we don't hear. I don't know what kind of women people say. May women is what they hear. It's a lie. Oh. 2025 women is what they see. Thomas, chief entitled Thomas. We are Thomases. We don't believe nonsense. We want to see it. Your actions, your words. You're just speaking in for your village members. We want to see actions. So if a man tells you one thing and does another thing and brings silly excuses, follow your gut. You know it's lying and start checking money, behavior. Today he's meeting his friends, tomorrow he's meeting his friends. A married man cannot be living like a single man. No, you're a family man. Even your friends, you know that you cannot be meeting them every weekend. You're not married. You're a family man. You have to spend time with your children, spend time with your wife, spend time with yourself, spend time with the church, spend time with your work. So you don't have time to meet up with friends every weekend. Every man that meets up with his friend every weekend, he'll call his useless friend that is more useless than him. Call me when I get home today. Call me around 6:30. So I'll put my phone on speaker. You'll be talking. My wife will be listening, so that I'll have a way to go. And they've already planned the outing. Hey baby, hey my phone is ringing. Okay, baby, pick up the call. Hi, it's Luke. Hey Luke. Hey John. We have to meet for that business now. I bet don't come late. Oh, I thank God that you're on speaker. My wife is listening. Oh, I'm robbers collaboration. Sorry, your girl, look, it's not you, it just happened. I'm robbers collaboration. So you have to check all that. And sometimes go out with him. You're going with your friends, maybe let's go. You wear your heels, wear your dress. You see, he's not going out with his friend. The day when you start telling him, maybe you're going out, let's go. I'm advising every woman. The Bible says, let no man separate what God has joined together. If you have a husband that wants to always meet his friends without you, no, it's a man thing. You don't have to come. My sister, he's an arm robber. That's a sign. He always want to meet with his friends without you. My sister, is a sign that that man, he has 3 or 4 lives. So when you want to go see me, okay, we're going this weekend, no problem, we're going together. Make it a habit of going out with your husband. So that when they see him, they see you. You are protecting him from armed robbers and all these Lucifer and daughters of Jezebel. Because when they see a man has an iron shirt, they know, this man done ready, oh, you can settle me on the side. But when they see you, they say, this bodyguard is here. Yes, be that bodyguard. Let them call you and you don't have to, you are insecure. Follow your husband wherever he goes. You'll be doing him well, protecting him from temptation, protecting him from making wrong decisions, protecting him, being with him. You decide to make life with him. So wherever he's going, his friends should be your friends. Oh no, my friends and my friends separate. That's another sign. Hey, my friends are not your friends. Any man that pronounce that one, my sister, just know that you're married, you get expiration date. That his friends are not your friends. That you cannot say hi to his friend because that is friend. My sister, what other friend you don't know that is friend to him that will be a danger to your home? Ask yourself those questions. So these are little signs that you'll be okay. He's talking to his family member. He's going out of the house. It might be with the family members, so. But if his family members are not your family members, my sister, ask yourself questions. So because I thought families come together and become one. But there's a special conversation happening in his family that you don't have to be part of it. Just like they have a new wife for him somewhere. They are aware of the second, third, fourth wife, baby mama outside that you are not aware of. That's what I'm discussing it privately. So any privacy that is private in marriage is a sign of chaos, is a sign of future danger, is a sign of separation, is a sign of lamentation. So those are the signs. Thank you, Coach Michelle.
Thank you so much, Miss Elise. You said if you sleep, your life will be slippery. I like that. I need to steal that. So this kind of lead me to my next question, but I'm gonna hear from you, Miss Alice. If you guys follow my channel, there was a few weeks ago I posted a video on a prenup. Right, there's this bachelorette. She divorced from her husband and was forced to pay him $500,000, and she was like, she did not have a prenup when she got married to him. And she was like, because of that, now I am kind of financially stranded. I'm not able to do the things that I wanted to do. And this just blew my mind because I couldn't have imagined myself going through this in my lifetime, because I divorced someone and she gave out like a house, a car, and $500,000. And these are the things that wouldn't have happened if she had had a prenup in place. So this is going to take me to my next question. I'm not saying that I'm here for prenup or I'm against it. But my next question is, what are the things that we can do to protect ourselves, right? Without being too like distrusting, right? What are the things that we can do to protect ourselves? I'm gonna go to you, Miss Alice. I'm gonna go to you, but if you have one or two red flags that you want to share first, go for it. Or if not, just go straight into the question. What are the things that anyone can do to protect themselves as they get into a marriage, to just, you know, to be proactive so that things like this don't happen?
Okay, first of all, thank you, Coach Michelle. First of all, you have to be vigilant. You, you you're not supposed to be distracted. You have to be vigilant on everything that is happening around you. Do not neglect any sign of anything that you have seen. Even if, like, how am I going to say? Even on the conversation, you have to be able to to pick, because some of those things happen. Some of those things show you a red flag even during conversation,
Mm,
when you guys are having a conversation, but you are not paying attention of what the person is saying,
mm,
because one action that somebody is doing is something that he had tell you on the conversation where you did not get what he's trying to tell you. So we have to even pay attention when we sitting down and having some conversation about
mm,
anything. You guys maybe can be talking about life. You can be talking about a friend. We can be talking about something that happened at work. So you have to be like listening to everybody, everyone respond to this situation that happened yesterday at work. This situation happened yesterday at work between one coworker and another coworker. You understand?
mm.
So you listen to how each other, how we are responding to to what happened yesterday. I remember I was in the I remember I was in the conversation with someone who the uncle are rape not even the uncle, yeah, rape his grandchildren. You
Mhm.
understand? And when we were having that conversation, they they agree that even if the uncle has raped the children, why is it that the family have to kill him because he's raped the children? Because even if he has raped the children, he haven't killed them. He
Wow.
did not kill them. But let's say that that person is your man. That person is your man responding to something like that. Are you gonna go home that day? Maybe it's your boyfriend. You guys are planning to get married or move on your relationship or something. Huh? And then you go and you just He already gave you the sign on that conversation, the kind of person he can be. He can even, if he can speak something like that, he can respond in the situation like that this way. The uncle only raped, the grandpa, my uncle only raped the children.
Should they
And that
kill him
uncle,
because of that?
and that uncle is the grandpa of those kids, where the family have beat him up until the neighbor was the one that rescued him by taking him to the hospital. And then another one respond, why does it the neighbor take him to the hospital? Should I let him die? They said, no, they cannot kill him. They cannot kill him because he only raped children. He did not kill them. You see, those are kind of red flag. If even if you are my brother, my dear, we're not going to share the same plate anymore. Not even to sit in the same table and eat and drink the same water, cup of water. I will not do it. Talk about if it's a man that want to share life with. Maybe we was planning, we already even get an engagement. Everybody was there. We even have a party, engagement party. You guys will be surprised that Ali said she's not married. You're gonna be surprised that Ali said, I'm not getting married to you anymore. And then when he's gonna ask me why, I'm not gonna even tell him the reason why. I'm not gonna even tell him, I said, go away with your life. I can't take this life anymore. So, like I was saying, it can be on the conversation. You can already see that this person is not the right person. Because it can be anything that is not even about money. It can be anything. The red flag, it doesn't just be the bank account. You see those men that give birth to their own children and rape them. All those conversations had came when they was dating, and he speak with his mouth, and you did not pay attention, and then it started happening. You know, so we have to really pay attention and be very vigilant of whoever is around us. Even on that speech, you have to get something from that speech, not on the action, because the speech come first before they started action it. Thank you. That's what I was going to say.
Okay. Guys, I don't know if you guys would like follow this. I like what you're saying. Like sometimes it can be even on an unrelated situation. Just kind of hear their reasoning, their moral value. Imagine like what Miss Alice just said now. You're talking to someone who feels like someone has committed a crime. So what? Should they kill him because he has committed that crime? That should tell you about the person moral value. So we have to be vigilant because sometimes, especially when we get into a new relationship, we are so excited, adrenaline is up, we got butterflies in the belly, and we just tend to overlook these little details, right? Something just comes up in the news and they have some very weird when stands, and you go like, why would you think like that? But then you just decide to look over it because you so badly want that relationship. So we need to pay attention because, like today in church, our pastor was saying that it's from the abundance of the heart that the mouth speak, right? When someone
Mhm.
says something, there's a lot of that where that thing came from, right? So be mindful of that. So thank you. But my question, guys, now is that we're here, most of us live in North America. And we know how money can be very strenuous. A lot of couples struggle because of money. What are the things that we can do to protect ourselves? Like, for instance, let me ask you, do you think that it's a good idea to maybe have a prenup in place as you get married to someone just to shield yourself from such situation that, hey, if something goes wrong, guess what? I keep the house because I'm the one who made maybe the down payment for it, or my bank account doesn't suffer from anything. What are the things that we can do to protect ourselves? I'm gonna go back to you, Miss Elise.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. So prenup is very important. You know, when I hear some dumb African people say, "No, love is one body, one soul, one spirit," and they'll be roaming on social media. She chased me out. I worked so hard for it. It was just remaining 5 years, 10 years for me to finish my mortgage. And then she chased me away. I say, hey, shut up and move on. Okay. If you are a woman or a man, before you get married, you have belongings in Africa, Anywhere in the world, you have a business, you have something your parents gave you, every property that has your name on it, every land, anything, even your car, make write a prenup and let your partner sign that in case of divorce they will never come for it. It's yours. If you're a woman, do it. If you're a man, do it. Love is what? It's us coming together to build something together. What I built before is not yours. It's not yours. I built it alone. Were you there? No. I love it doesn't mean I'm stupid. I love it doesn't mean I don't know whether tomorrow you change your mind. Feelings changes. Feelings change. People change. Only the Bible say, cause he, I mean, in French they will say, I mean, maudit soit l'homme qui se confie.
Mm-hmm.
Who have confidence in man. You
Yes.
don't have, even the Bible forbid you to have confidence in human being. Adam, God created Adam, gave him everything, but he did not trust God. Abraham, God promised him a child, he did not trust God. Many men in the Bible do not even trust their friend, their creator, a spirit coming from heaven. You don't trust her. Like human being, you want trust. Do you know who is man? You don't trust human beings. Today they love you, tomorrow they hate you. I always say a best friend is a future enemy in disguise. You never know. Things change, people change, feelings change, jealousy come, misunderstanding come. Ask yourself, if this marriage ends today, what can I gain from it? Will I be able to protect my assets? So it's not about feelings. So I love you when you love me. You don't love me, I don't love you anymore. Life is one way. People should stop being so sentimental and so useless emotions because it doesn't it's a business. You work so hard for those deals. So if you have something, you should be able to protect, look them in the face and say, hey baby, I have this before you. You love me, I love you, it's true, but this thing is my own. So in case this love continue forever, we enjoy it forever together. But in case you change your mind, just know that your spirit will not be in this belonging. Remove your eye. So sign it. Let us make it a habit. A man will just live in abroad for 20 years, buy a house, pay for 15 years, go and bring one village hungry girl from Africa. She'll come and have two children with him, and then in the morning she'll just chase him out of his house. She'll just take all his belongings and divide it into
That
two.
happens
His
a lot.
bank account, his bank account, they will shatter it into two, especially if it's at fault. She will take 75% of it. She will take everything. The man will start all over. Why? Because the man was foolish. Number one, you don't want to be married. You don't want to be faithful. But now you know one sign again, prenup. You that don't want to be faithful, don't want to be a good husband, you don't want to sign prenup, and you don't want to lose things. So see, they're just messed up in their brain. They want something and they don't want it, and they want the contrary of what they don't want, and they don't want something they really need. It's just so funny to me. For me, if you're a single girl, you have built a business, you build a house, you have property from your parents that have your name on it, be it in Africa or abroad, list everything. Let the useless man sign, the man in love. Let him sign. Another thing, let him sign, add to the signatures that in case of divorce, you will keep your children. So that in case of divorce, there will not be who is keeping the children, who is not keeping let him sign it. That in case in the future you divorce, you will keep the children. So when he sign it, in the future, there's no need. Once the but you know already that you just be paying child support. The children are already yours because he signed it. It's when somebody is in love that you have to make him take the most difficult decision in his life because he has a choice either to accept it or move on. So people should not be scared of prenup. Oh, it's for you will get sense. Even Donald Trump now with all his wife, he makes prenup agreement because he understands that he himself he's not stable. I don't even trust myself. I don't know what I will do if something happened to me in the next 5 minutes. How? Yeah, I don't know. You don't trust yourself. You want to go trust another person. How? So people should. I accept. I am for prenup. I am for it. I preach for it, and I tell to men and women because it's not like in those days only men have properties. These days women also are rich. Young girls are working hard. They have their property. So if you're a hardworking lady, don't allow what is I always love is not a feeling. No, love is a decision which is not, oh, I'm so in love that you're saying you are in love, but you're keeping your job, but you cannot keep your property. You are in love, you are finishing project and having a promotion, but you cannot manage the little you protect what you have worked for. That's madness. And people should stop it and stop calling it love. Let us come back to our senses, do the right thing, protect our future. You cannot spend 10 years of your life, 15 years of your life to build something just to come and say, what is mine is mine. How? You don't even know this demon you're marrying. You don't know the project he has or she has for your life. You just want to marry her for marrying sake. What if tomorrow she doesn't love? Because women have projects. There's some men that will be like, okay, he's rich, I'll have 2 kids with him, I'll divorce him, I take half of it and move on with my life. After all, always he be man. Hey, there's some women like that. You never know. You cannot read her spirit. There's some men that don't just want to use women and have children. See she's from a good home. I take her for the beginning and move on to the next woman. People are people, and people are humans. And human being, you can't trust them. Human being can do and undo. If you have that as you in your mind, you know that it's real. If you think I'm lying, look around you. People crying everywhere on social media. Some people even go to the extent of killing because they are losing what they work for. They don't want to start all over. They prefer to kill the person and kill themselves because of stupidity. When you advise them, they'll say, ah, that girl is just making noise on Facebook. They're just making noise. Now, they say, okay, face it now. They don't want to face it. But you know the one making noise that you can marry, you can share, you can do everything. Now the thing has happened. The police is saying outside of the house, you even let me tell you something, you even continue to pay the mortgage of the woman that is staying inside the house. And you still have to go and look for your own money to go and pay your own rent. That's where some men become crazy. We're like, wait, see now, my brother is like that because you were so in love. You were foolishly mad and lost. Now you have come back to your senses, you're crying. Don't kill anybody. Oh. Just go back and redo your life because you did not listen to advice. So, Coach Michelle, I am for it today, tomorrow, and next tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Miss Elise. You know, you were talking, and I remember something that I heard from a African podcast with Uncle Beno that someone said something very interesting there. They said that the person that you marry is not the person that you divorce. So oftentimes that when you get to that place of divorce, it's a different person. And that's why some people just go off. We see like some crimes. That's not the person you married. So, and I know it's hard. It's really hard to think about these things when everything is going well, right? It's hard to think about divorce when you're just getting married. And that's what prenup is about. That hey, in case we get to the place where we're divorcing, listen, this is what gonna happen. Sign here, and I'm gonna sign here, and we're gonna protect both ourselves. It's difficult. A lot of people don't do that, but yeah, the person you get married to is not the person that you divorce. All right, guys. So I'm gonna hear from you, Miss CB. What are the things that I saw you say in the comment section earlier that hey, no, what belongs to my husband belongs to me. So maybe that tells me that you are not okay for prenups. So what do you think should be maybe put in place to protect each other from this?
First of all, I'm going to say, I Miss Elise has a point with the whole prenup thing, but I don't want to go into marriage with this mindset that okay, just in case anything happens. I know that sounds a bit cheesy, but it's given I don't want to do forever with you, or it's also given tomorrow you might leave me. It's I don't know. I
Short.
don't like it. I just don't like the whole prenup thing. So I kind of feel like
Mr. Bernal,
why are you laughing?
you got through this comment.
My own prenup na juju, oh, Uncle Ben.
All right, go ahead, Sylvie.
So me, I've been taught to stay optimistic. Yeah, by my dad. God bless his soul. So I don't want to think in that direction. If I feel like if we are soulmates and we are meant to be together, then nothing is going to tear us apart. Yes. So the whole prenup thing, no, it's not something I want to think about. It's not something I want to get involved with. It's not something I want to have anything to do with. But then I have to protect myself, right? So this is
Mhm.
just what I would say. I would I would hustle, work, have multiple streams of income, make sure I'm a rich wife while I'm still enjoying my husband's money. So that's just what I would say. Mm.
So you feel like the best way to protect yourself, stay active. What about like, are you? I'm just kind of curious right now. Are you for like a joint bank account or separate?
I'll have my own account. He'll have his own account, but we'll still have a joint account where
Okay.
we can yes, where we fund and use it for family projects and family upkeep. and stuff like that. Yes.
Well, I believe those are the things that someone would do to protect themselves, right? Just having that separate bank account, maybe that's something that
Yeah,
someone.
I
Yeah.
already I the accounts. I believe every single person had their separate account before they got married. So that account is still there. It's not going to stop existing just because I got married.
Sylvia, I have a
That's why I
question for
said
you.
yes, I'm in trouble. Okay.
Yeah, I have a question for you. Let's say you're this
Yeah.
successful single girl and you have a lot of properties, you got from inheritance, and you yourself you work so hard for your properties, and then you have this guy that is pretending to be rich, and he's packaging himself, and then lure
And
you
we
into
have seen that
believing,
also happening. Yeah.
yeah, lure you into believing that he's up to the tax, and you get married to him without a prenup. 2 years or 3 years in the marriage, you realize that everything he pretended to be or have, he has nothing because you were so in love and you believe that everything of his is yours and everything of yours is his, and you're caught up in this situation, and he now, because you caught him, he wants out, right? So he wants a divorce, and he wants everything that belongs to you to be divided into two. What would be your reaction?
Oh
That
my
is a
gosh, that's
very
a very
tough
tough
question.
one. That's a very tough one. I said so. Um. Oh my God. Pretending. I don't think I'm going to spend 2 years with a man and not know that he's a fraud.
No, this one was a
Yeah, I
fraud, a
don't.
very good one at it. And now you realize that he
Oh,
has nothing and he wants divorce. You don't know where it's coming from. So once you investigate, you realize that he has nothing. He's coming for your own. And he has good lawyers that want to
okay.
divide everything that you have. What will you do?
Let's put it this way. Let's put it this way. I'm not going to marry someone if I don't investigate that person. So that I don't be in this situation right now. I'm going to investigate and I'm going to make sure that I know you to your village. That's what we used to do in my place. We'll find out. We'll
Okay,
ask
okay, Cindy,
questions.
you
We'll
know why I asked you this tough question? Is to show you of
yeah.
on the unforeseen future and how people
Set.
can
Okay.
change and how people can be manipulative. The reason why there's prenup is not because there's no love.
Can I
The
speak
Bible says in
something?
all,
Can
wait,
I say
Mama, in
something?
all, wait, sis, in all your getting, Sister CB, understand that people are not real. Understand that people can manipulate. Understand that people can change. Understand that people are selfish. And because of that selfishness, that's why you have to agree to sign the prenup so that you will not be stuck like you don't know what to say, you don't know what to answer, and you don't know what to do when that time comes. That's the reason why I asked you that question. Thank you.
Okay, Miss Elise, my
Yeah.
dear.
Yeah.
Uh,
Miss Alice, I was gonna go to you next, so go for
okay,
it. Yeah.
Miss Elise, I really agree to what you are saying to Miss CB. She's just saying that she's gonna make sure she go to the village. Hmm. My dear, I don't know. Just like Miss Elise said, the people that you are going to meet in the village, did you know them? Even those people that are telling you this and that and that and that, did you know them? You don't even know them. What about if I have, if he
Okay.
has,
What if I'm also secretive on my own part? I have like maybe 20 properties and I tell him I just have two.
mm,
Then he's not aware.
most of the time women don't lie. Most of the time women don't do fake life. And then
Are
those
you
men, when they come to you, let me tell you something. Those kind of people,
okay?
when they come to you, they already, they
Mm.
already know, they already know everything. They are there for something. They are
They're
just
on
coming to
mission.
you because they are there for something. But you don't even know that this person in front of me is up to something. That's why Miss Elise is saying that. If you already know that you already built too much in your life, if you already built too much, all those things under your name.
But I have trust issues and I have this thing where I watch you and it doesn't look like I'm actually watching you. Like I, I can be watching you and I'm trying to get to know you, but I'm not giving you that impression that I'm watching you.
But people
You don't know
change.
I'm watching you. People change, yes.
And
I'll
then, and
people
look,
change.
look. when somebody is coming when somebody is coming to you and he's up to something, he gonna do everything in front of you, Adam, at those moments, even for 5 years, to
You,
be looking good.
yes,
Until
yes,
the
you're
day,
describing a con artist. You know, a
Yeah,
con artist can make you actually do something and make you feel like it's your idea, but it's actually their idea.
yeah,
We're talking about a con
Correct,
artist.
correct. That's right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yes. So what I'm saying is, it's just like Uncle Ben will always say, this love thing and marriage thing is a game. Play it well. So why you think you're playing me, I just might be playing you too. And you might
but
not get that thing you're actually looking for.
No,
So
no,
I
Phoebe,
think
from
the
the way
best,
you're
that's not what
talking,
he
you
said.
come from a
That
transparent
is not what he
angle.
said. That's not what he
You
said
come
at
you
the.
come from a transparent angle where you want to offer everything you have.
Mhm. That's
You
not what he
see?
no,
said.
no, no. I'm not, no, absolutely not. I have trust issues. I'm not offering everything I have. No, no, absolutely not.
Mm.
Naturally,
Now it's clear.
naturally, men are supposed to be the one to, provide,
No, 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 CB,
protect,
CB,
and
then
all of
you're
that.
wrong. CB,
That's not what
CB.
we are talking
One
about.
one
That's not what he
second, one
said.
second, one second.
No,
CB,
no,
I
there's
pre
a reason why I
you guys
said that.
cannot force
Oh God.
CB to. You guys cannot force CB to like
No,
say
no,
what
no,
he
we're not
doesn't
forcing
believe
her. I
in.
want to I want to bring out a
CB is
point. Okay, CB, you're
transparent.
playing smart. Okay, CB, you're playing smart by
Okay.
hiding some things and just lying to him that you don't have this, why you have it, and not
No, no,
exposing
no.
everything you have.
I won't say I'm lying. I will say I
No,
just
it's lies.
did
No, no, no,
not
not
divulge
disclosing the
some
total truth is
information.
lies. No, no,
So
no.
when, no,
CB,
no,
that's
no,
what they
no,
call
no.
lies.
And,
Lying.
and he can actually sue you
Are you
for that, CB. But like I said,
Thank you. Yeah, because you lie.
he can actually sue
Those
you for
are
that.
those. If you have,
okay?
let's say you have
What
five
what if
houses,
what if
and then you
eh,
no, no, CB, wait a minute, wait a minute. You
He
know
can
why
have a
prenup
good
is better?
lawyer.
Because you come out plain, you come out true that this is what I have, but I want to protect it. So you are open to the person. So it's even more genuine than you to lie that you have two houses or five houses. So if he discovers it later, the trust is broken and it's broken forever. You see? But when you come and say, I have five houses, but I'm protecting them, sign here, you're more honest and you're truthful.
Yes.
You see the
Yes.
difference?
Yeah.
But if
okay?
you want to play smart and you lie, and he discovers in the marriage that you have been lying to him, you'll be like, I don't know you, girl. I'm out. You
No,
see?
he can sue you and have part of that.
Yes,
And
he will soon
if
even
he refuse,
have it.
Yeah.
Pardon?
if he refuse to sign, you are in the court. End of the marriage there because the divorce. Look, if he refuse to sign that paper
No,
that he
prenup
need
is
to
signed
sign,
before the marriage. Before marriage,
yeah,
the
that's
prenup
what
is
Prenup
I'm
is
signed.
signed
saying.
before the marriage. I'm
If
aware.
he
That's why I said
refuse, if he refuse to sign, do not go for that marriage. That means he's up to something.
oh my
Anyway, like
God.
I said, I
What if
personally,
these properties are originally mine, but my names are not on it? Hakimi
yeah,
That means
style.
it's not yours.
that's the
Hakimi
way
did
people,
it
yeah,
now.
yeah, you
That
can do
means it's
that.
not yours.
No,
If
Archimedes
the
don't do it.
property
That's
It's still
internet.
mine,
Wait, let me.
technically.
No, 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 no. Archimedes did not do that. That's internet verse. That's not true. Okay, Mississippi abroad. If I'm married to you, if you want, take your money, give to your mother. We will take everything you give to your mother and divide it into two and give me half because your money is my money abroad. If there's no prenup, all those
Yeah.
things is rubbish. It's not true.
But
So,
hold on.
Mississippi, if you have
What if
problems,
I bought a property in
uh-huh.
my mom's name or my brother's name?
it's not yours for
They're
your brother.
aware.
It's not
Course,
yours.
They no,
But
it's
they're
It's
not
not
aware
yours.
it's
yours.
mine. But I
No,
guys,
no,
just
no, no. Okay,
guys,
CB, let me tell you
it's not
something. That's the
mine.
mistake
It's not
people.
mine
No, no, no.
legally.
CB,
It's not mine
CB,
legally.
CB, let me tell you something. You know, that's the mistake most African people do. Okay, because I'm married, I'll buy something separate. Your brother
Uh-uh.
can take it from you. It's his, it's not yours. How you
It's
gonna
not
prove that it's
yours.
yours?
yes,
No, no, no. It's his, my dear. If you
yes,
buy something in my name, CB, it's mine. You can't come for it.
yes.
It's mine.
And the downside,
But
the risk
no,
of that is that we have seen people, I've seen this real story. Someone was here,
okay.
like a very popular footballer. I know you probably remember him, Miss Elise, Mark Vivian Foy. Until today,
Yeah.
people still talk about him. He was
Mm-hmm.
here very, very fulfilled. He was very I mean, successful soccer player,
Very rich. Mm-hmm.
very rich. He was here with his wife and had bought three properties back home, and he had three kids, and had told his wife that the three properties are for our three kids. She was stay-at-home mom. She trusted her husband. She knew
Mhm.
nothing would ever go wrong until the day he died on the stadium in
Yeah.
2002. He died on the stadium very young. She didn't see that how she never recovered from that until today. She still wear black. It's been over 20 years. She still wear black. And the moment that he died, the mistake that he had made is that because he was abroad, he had charged his father to buy the properties. So
And
the
then he banged
property
me.
was on his father's name, all three properties. Now, the moment that he dies, the woman here is like, my husband has bought three properties for my three kids.
Three
The
children.
father-in-law is like, no way. I do not want to see you
You
here.
kill my sons.
All of this belong to me. Look, paper. It's all
And
mine.
then and
You will not know.
he added that you are the one that killed my son.
I mean, they say everything, but still, it was like the three properties are mine. Here are the
Mhm.
paperwork. You woman, you have no place over here.
You can't change it. That's it.
Until today, she wear black. She never recovered.
Yeah.
She never recovered from that. So that's kind of the downside of telling your brother to buy that property in his name. And you're like, it's my brother. What can go wrong? So
Mhm.
that's something to think about.
People change.
But CB, I'm right there with you. I am a
Me
lover.
too.
I
Me
am a
too, CB.
romantic.
I agree with CB today. Not CB. Elise. I agree with Miss Elise. I am with you, Miss Elise. I don't care.
Oh, my dear. They will not be with me. When it happens, they will be with me. Don't worry.
Look, you're with me, right?
I don't think Luke will back you up on this one. Luke cannot send money to his brother to take a house and then after he thinks it's his own. No. Luke, are you
No,
with
but I
CB?
trust. I actually trust my brother with my finances. So that's
Change.
just
People change, Miss
yes, I
CB.
do big
People
time.
change. People change. I know a lot of
I'm
people
aware.
that even send the money for their cousin brother to build for them. They're gonna be picturing people's house and be sending it to them that is their house. The day they went home, their brother even killed them to beat them to death. They don't even come back to the
Okay,
family.
okay, CB, let me just tell you something. If you are married to someone and you send money to your brother to do something, that money belongs to your husband. They can actually sell that property and give him half of it. So be very careful. Everything you do when married belongs to you and your husband. That's it. If they do investigation, it happened that you are the one that sent that money, they will sell that belonging and give your husband half, even when you did it secretly. Once he finds out every of your secret belonging that belongs to your family members and they trace the money coming from you will be sold and divided into two. So be very, very careful. It's either you're truthful and sign the prenup or you don't at all.
Anyway, like I was
No
saying, guys,
prenups.
CV, I am right there with you. I feel like there's no need to get into marriage if you're not gonna trust each other. And I
Mhm,
also, that CB, I feel you on that one. And
mhm.
also, I feel like you said, work hard because yes, things might go wrong and you might lose some properties, you might lose some money because you trusted someone, but there are some things that you can never lose, right? Like that ability to make money, like that wisdom, like there's some things that people can just
Mommy,
not take away.
when you work, you have to work and have a moment to rest. I'm not gonna be working all my life.
Like I was saying, there are some things that, at the end of the day, vanity, everything is vanity, right? Nobody's gonna be buried with a house. So let's not lose ourselves in materialistic issues. I feel like love is more important and love should be able to cover all of that. That is
Coach
me.
Michelle, if those men they chase outside hear you, they'll fight you. Those men
Anyway,
that lose everything,
what
if
they are
they hear you,
talking
they'll
here,
fight
what they are
you.
talking, what Miss Elite is saying here is that you already built so much. You already built so much before getting married. You had to protect it because you never know what happened tomorrow.
I hear you. I hear Miss Elise. I'm just saying that Miss CB, so I'm just giving this out. I don't have a prenup, right? My husband and I, we don't have it. So I'm not gonna come here and start lying.
Yeah, don't lie, oh,
Exactly.
don't
No
lie.
prenups. Mm-mm. No
All right,
prenups.
guys.
It's
So
just love.
I want to read. I want to read something because I have a friend. She's an accountant. She works for the federal government here in the United States, and I reached out to her because I was like, "Hey, here is an issue. What do you think?" Right? Because our woman in the story had two questions. The first one was, "Can I file my taxes separate?" That was the first question. So my friend actually she couldn't make it today, but she said, "Yes,
Mm,
yes, even though you have always fight together, you can fight as a married file." She said MFS, married file separate. You can do it. It's legal. And she also said that unfortunately, hold on. She said, unfortunately, there's probably nothing she can do to save the house. But it doesn't much matter if the proceeds were used for gambling or home improvement. Collateral is collateral. So she was,
mhm,
if the husband has like already put their house as a collateral,
mhm,
yeah, there's not much you can do, but you should probably like seek for legal advice. But yes, you can file your taxes separate. It's
mhm.
okay. Do it. All right. So I wanted just to put that there because she couldn't make it today, so she sent
No,
that to
Coach Michelle, the thing is that if the house belongs to both of them, him alone cannot sign the collateral alone. She has to sign it as well for it to be accepted as a collateral because they're two owners. That's the
Mhm.
thing there. He cannot just go and sign by himself. She can take that person to court and she'll win, and both of the husband and the person of the bank they'll pay her heavy money. You don't take people's belonging and sign it behind them without keeping them,
No,
without
it's not
informing
her
them, without.
belonging. It's their belonging. Remember, they're married and they have all of this joint. So it's
Yes, but even when it's joint, my sister, that's why when you're going to sign for a house, you sign and he sign. You don't sign for him. That's why if you want to put the house as collateral, as long as your name is on it, the institution or the bank or the debtor should be able to have you present to say yes to it. That's the law. He cannot do it behind her back. And if she says no, it will not happen. And I think the earlier she divorced, the better, so that he will face all these credits by himself. If she can do express divorce, that'll be good for her.
or
What
maybe
about? I have a question. What
yes.
about? What about if the house already paid in full?
Not I don't think the house is paid in
No,
full.
let's
But
talk about.
let
Let's
me
talk
do this.
about the house is paid in full. If
She
the
said
house
they
is paid
worked
in full, how do
hard.
they handle it?
Yeah, it's possible because she said they worked hard. Both of them worked hard for that house.
Okay, if the house is paid in full, he may want to sell it. But if they have little kids that are not up to university level, she can use the reason that the school district is good for the kids. So she don't want to sell the house now until the children are 18 years, until they go to college. So she will keep the house and just pay him out. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And give him, like, you know how you build equity in a house, that
Yeah.
equity on that house right now, she will pay him little. She'll sign an agreement that she'll pay him a little by little, and then they'll remove his name from the house, so the house
What
belongs to her
What about if
totally.
they remove? If what about if they decide that the woman gonna be the one to leave the house
She will
because
not leave. Why? She should not leave. She have kids with him. She should never leave.
she
Advise
has
women
what?
never leave. They have kids, right? She should not leave. A woman not leave the house. The man that leaves the house.
I
Never
mean,
leave your home.
Me, I
I
don't know
think
about that.
I think she can sue him. Yeah, I think she can sue him and have
Not
a
in
case.
Africa.
I think she can sue him and
No,
have a
no, no.
case.
A man, you see, let me tell a woman, when you have problem with a man, never leave your house. Let him leave. Never leave your house. Never. A woman never leaves her house. If a man feels that you're not good enough for him, let him go and meet that woman outside. But you never leave your house. Never. Let him go and
But
meet that woman.
what I'm gonna
What if
say
the
here is that
environment is toxic? You
what
still
what
just
I'm
going to
gonna
stay?
also say here, guys, you guys know I am always to like do whatever you can to save your marriage if you can. Maybe if this man is repentant, if this man is willing to go through therapy,
Counseling,
if
therapy.
through therapy, through counseling, is this man is willing to put up the work. Earlier, Luke put something in the comment and he said that because Luke shared a little bit of his own story, he said he gambled his school fee, but he said that in order for him to conquer that addiction, he had to like have his family keep an eye on him. You know, the man can become a little bit more accountable and be like, my wife, from now on, I'm going to be transparent. Please help me overcome this. I will tell you where I go. I will tell you, like, you're going to see everything. I mean, you're going to be the one managing our purse from now on, our wallet, right? There's a lot of things that this man can do. I feel like we shouldn't always be quick to drop, right?
Mhm.
Marriage, don't always be
Coach
quick to,
Michelle, this man will
oh
not do
my
it. I
God,
promise you.
no,
He
don't
will
say
not
that.
do it.
People change. People change. If this man is very repentant, if he's really to change, if he's willing to do the necessary to fix this, I feel like maybe this woman can work some. They both can work something out, right? Especially here in America, a house is an asset. It's not a liability. That means, like, the moment you buy a house, like maybe 5 years, 10 years later, I'm pretty sure if you were to sell this house, you will have at least like 100,000 K, right? Maybe this is something that they should do. Maybe they should, like, maybe sell that house, pay the debts if he's willing to change, and maybe start over, right? I don't know. I'm not an expert, but I feel like don't always be quick to judge, to condemn, to drop, right? You
Coach
can.
Michelle, I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
What if this man has a double life, another woman outside with kids that he's
Oh my
also been lying? It's
goodness,
not just
really?
money.
We don't know that. Well, we
No,
don't know.
because if he lies, Coach Michelle, the problem is that you have to see 10 years of lies, that 10 double lives, triple lives, fourth lives, you don't know. So let her go into searching more into what she doesn't know and find
Mm.
out. Maybe it's more than this.
AJ said earlier that this man, probably there's a lot of things that are going to show up again. You know, like, there's more to the story, like, that she doesn't know because she's been careless. Maybe this is the time to sit this man down. Maybe have someone there that you respect, like maybe a pastor or maybe an advisor, maybe a counselor, and ask this man, is there anything else that I should know? Right? Is this all? Is there something that you're not telling me? And then see if you can work, if you can make it work from there. Maybe there's more to the story. Maybe it's even worse than what you thought. And
Mhm.
at the end of the day, the decision is yours. You don't have to put up with something that you cannot handle. But I always feel like, if people can change, if God has forgiven us, who are we not to forgive someone else? Especially if they're willing, if they're really repentant. Because even with God, if you're really repentant, God is willing to forgive you. But if you're just playing games, God, who sees hearts, will know that you're playing game and you will not receive the forgiveness. So if this man is really repentant, if there's nothing else that is hiding, and if he's willing to put up the work, right? Like, maybe sell that house. Maybe if you have a benefit of like 100,000 K and that he owed like 50,000 K, pay off, and the rest, you, the woman, you can keep it and do whatever it's right. And now you both can go rent for like maybe 5 years and give him a lesson, like, because actions have consequences. But I feel like the immediate consequence is not always a divorce. That's just my take, y'all.
Yes, coach, I agree.
Mercy Kendra said, Coach Michelle have a soft heart, very soft, my sister. I feel like
There
that.
is some always so nice. I don't know why. Always so nice. I don't know what's wrong with her. Always so nice.
I believe in second chances, guys, you know. But anyway, we have gone over our time together. I don't know if anyone else has something to say as we pull the curtain. If not, we're gonna call it the day now. No? Nothing else? Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you to Mercy, Kendra, AJ, Juliet. CB was very active in the comment too, and on the in the studio. Thank you to Pastor Francis. He was very active in the comment section. Pastor Francis goes to the same church with me, and I love him dearly. Thank you so much to Uncle Beno for stopping by, and thank you to Alice, to Miss Elise, to look, to everybody who participated today. I will see you all next week by the grace of God. God bless you. I love you all. Bye.
Bye.